Good evening and welcome to Universal Spiritualism. And our this evening is with Niko, who is giving us a demonstration of trance mediumship. How this evening usually runs is that when I bring Niko onto screen, he's already gone into trance, and his guides and inspirers, collectively known as Noah, will talk for a short while to us about a thing that they feel they would like to share with us. And after that, we're open to questions, whether those questions are personal to you or whether they're actually more general about spirit world, anything that you would like some advice about. Obviously, the more specific the questions to you, the better. Okay, so welcome to Niko. I'll just bring him on stream. Good evening.
Good evening to you, my dear one. Always a pleasure to connect to your beautiful essence, my dear. Yes, indeed. And once more, gratitude for inviting us to share our words. And greetings to all who have joined this evening. Also an honor, privilege to connect to your essences as well. Loving and powerful indeed. We would like to discuss, focus on an often misused and misunderstood word in your realm: surrender. What constitutes one to surrender and trust and accept all connection and communication to our realm? It is not always based on your teachings, your understandings, your beliefs of your realm. For the understanding and belief and the teachings of our realm always came first. It is not a matter of overcoming fear of the unknown, confusion, misconceptions based in your realm. For the connection to our realm constitutes your own essence. How can one fear their own essence? But rather, surrender takes courage to remember your essence, to feel our realm, and most importantly, to be open to receive unconditional love. It takes courage, for that is what is unfamiliar in your realm. And once one receives this abundance of love, the knowing, the remembrance, the understanding of how this love is being transmitted to you, how you are worthy and honorable to receive such love. For you as well are love, unconditional love. But are you courageous enough in your realm to shine that love, to be that love, to accept your essence and portray your essence in your realm? So where the difficulty lies, my dear ones, is that not all in your realm will accept this love, nor will they believe as you. You will be subjected to cruelty, to pain, to harmful words, to judgment. Great misunderstanding of those closest to you. But ask yourselves, my dear ones, what matters most to you? The actual physical journey you are traveling, the knowledge received of your realm, the relationships, past, present, and as well future, how they perceive you to be. Or, my dear ones, is it more important to you to remember your essence, feel the love of our realm, understand that you are always connected with those lost loved ones who you may still grieve, open to receive clarity of not only the purpose of your journey, but understanding your own self. One road, my dear ones, provides results in your realm, though temporary. They are visible, tangible. It's easier to understand. But the true road is of your essence, is what you feel, the love in your heart, the peace within, the strength of our realm, the existence of our realm, the inner knowing, my dear ones, which is not temporary yet eternal. So ask yourselves that question. Which road matters most to you? And within that answer, clarity of your path becomes greater. I thank you, my dear one. We may commence with the questions.
Thank you so much. Just to remind everybody who's just joined us, Niko is in trance, and his guides and inspirers, collectively known as Noah, are speaking through him, and are open to questions from yourselves about the spirit world, about any loved ones that you have that you would like to speak to, any questions at all that you have. If you can put them in the comments, please. And because we get a few comments, if you can, and I don't know if you're still on here as well, if you can put those comments in a number of times, please, and then I know that you're still here. Okay, so I'll start off by saying a few hellos as well. So hello, Cindy Smith, Richardson, Pawinda, Samantha, hi Jamie, Bernadette, Jofrel, Cindy, Leona, Ewa, Kathleen, Sharon, Mel Whelans, and Tanya and Kathleen Connor. So it looks as though we've got some general questions to start with. So Mel Whelans has asked, is there any message for me, please?
My dear one, the simplicity in your question indicates that there is much you are questioning. For it is easier, my dear, to ask for clarity rather than to divulge what is troubling you, where you find your difficulties, where patterns seem to be occurring, my dear. Similar pain, similar struggles. So ask yourself, my dear, what level of belief do you possess? For when one is aware of our realm and accepts that conversing with one of our realm is possible, does it actually sink deeper, my dear, within your consciousness? As you communicate to an essence, are you able to feel the essence near? Not only, my dear, when you take the time out of your day to join these opportunities, but are you able, my dear, to remember our realm, to remember the ease within your own connection during the difficult moments of your journey? Or, my dear, do you become consumed with the moment of that difficulty and assume to analyze with your human mind, pass judgment on those near? Or remember, my dear, that you are a loving essence and are meant to shine your love into your realm, especially during those most difficult times. So, my dear, my advice would be to not only sit in your silence, to feel our presence, to feel the presence of lost loved ones, to feel your own essence, but rather attempt to do so as you are engaging with others in your realm, receiving pain, confusion, misdirection. For within that, my dear, is where you will find your strength. All one needs to do is trust what they find. That, my dear, will bring you more clarity and the assurance that you are never alone. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Cindy Smith asks, hi, I'm sorry to bother you. I would love to have contact with my mum-in-law, JJ, and have some clarity of what it's like in heaven, please.
My dear, allow me to begin by assuring you it is never a bother, my dear. For it is your perception that requires to be altered just a tad bit, my dear. For through your question and through your opening statement, it is evident, my dear, that you are viewing your realm different than ours. That you are viewing us to be above you, my dear. And thus, your belief in self is limited, and your belief that you are of our realm is limited. For I assure you, my dear, you are not merely flesh and bones. You are not merely a physical being. For within that physical body, my dear, is your essence, which is also connected, my dear, to the very same essence in our realm. So all connections, all relationships within both realms are all connected through energy, through the essence itself, for eternity, my dear. We are connected. We are the same. It is a joy to connect, never a bother. You are still connected with your mother-in-law. You are able to feel her essence, her presence near, because you are indeed connected always, my dear. The realm in which we reside, my dear, as you refer to as heaven, is the exact realm in which you reside. For as energy is connected, is not everything in your realm made of energy? It is merely a dimension, my dear, where physical form is created. But the veil, my dear, of both realms, if you will, is quite thin. For energy is transparent. Energy is united. All energy is one. What you feel, what you remember, what you project through each word spoken, each action taken, is created of energy, my dear. It's created of your essence. Your breath is energy. Your breath is your essence. Yet the teachings of your realm, my dear, though simple, are also quite complicated, instilled in order for control by instilling fear in many. The message you seek is to believe that her essence is closer than you can imagine. Her encouragement, support, is still with you. It is not, my dear, matter of relying on her support, her encouraging words, not even her love, my dear. It is a matter of you believing in yourself, encouraging yourself, loving yourself, loving your essence, and altering your perception just a bit, my dear one. And accept that we are all always connected. The physical form is temporary, my dear. Your energy is eternal. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. It's fascinating you said about dimensions, because today I read a news article about a Harvard professor who was saying that our consciousness he's put forward a theory that our consciousness, it actually exists in a different dimension. And it's
My
always good
dear,
to
allow me
yeah,
to elaborate on that.
thank you.
This awareness is expanding rapidly throughout your realm. Allow me to attempt to simplify it for you all. And if it is understood that your essence resides in our realm, and that a portion of your essence is within your physical form, is it not safe to say, my dear, that the consciousness, this awareness that you possess within physical form, is being transferred daily from your essence in our realm? For if there is an understanding that your essence in our realm is the one who possesses the clarity, the awareness, the knowledge, the directive of each life's path. And why would an intelligent essence as yours merely settle for one life experience when it can possess many? There are different dimensions as you view different planets. The planets are visible, as are the stars, the sun, and the moon. But even by looking, my dear ones, you are looking at different dimensions, as there are different ones on your planet as well. So it is safe to assume that your thoughts, your awareness, is being provided by your essence in our realm. Your physical is the vehicle.
Thank you, Niko. I'm not sure whether I've frozen or you've frozen. I'll say a few hellos to people in the hope that it's not my signal that's gone. So hello to Robert, Eleanor, Summer Dawson, Tanya, Barbara, Sharon, Jamie, Cindy, as well as Cindy Smith. It looks as though we've lost Niko. So I'm sorry about that. I'll just hopefully Niko will be able to rejoin, but with him being in trance, he will have to come out of trance to be able to recognize that we're not connected and for him to come back. So I am sorry about that. I'm not sure if it's a problem on my end, although I'm still seeing comments coming through. So my end must be fine, and it must be Niko's end that is problematic. So no, Barbara's saying that hopefully he has someone to help him. I don't believe he does have in his house. So he's in on a Greek island. I'm not sure who's around him, but there's not usually anybody else around when I speak to him. So it's going to be. Oh, thanks for Krish. I'm just wondering whether I stay on and do some readings. I've got a pack of tarot cards here. Do anybody want a reading while waiting, just to see whether Niko does manage to? Karen, I do hope so. Yeah, it's just it could take some time if he's having to come out of trance. And get himself together enough to sort his computer out, whatever the problem is. Okay, so Karen, you're saying you love a reading, and Sharon Harrison. Sharon, I'm going to pull you a card. So while we're waiting, I will do some one card readings. And Sharon, we've got Princess of Cups has just jumped straight out when I was shuffling them for you. Sharon, you should be able to understand where there's can you see that turtle is opening up? And I want to say, because blue is very much emotions, that there's a situation where you feel that you're emotionally as well as spiritually starting to open up, and you can see the turtle that is inside starting to come out, and there's a developing awareness of this. There's some sort of link with flowers there as well. So I want to say that there is, oh gosh, Sharon, would you understand your mum in spirit, please? And that link to your mum, is it a lily or a certain type of flower, that a white flower that's connected to your mum in some way there, because I'm just so much drawn to that. And can you see how this swan is looking over? It's very much giving me the sense that you've got somebody looking over you. Oh, we've got Niko back. Okay, saves me from doing the regions, mother-in-law, Sharon. That's lovely. But know that she's around you, looking after you. I'll just bring Niko back on. Hello. I wasn't sure whether you'd managed to come out of trance and get back in particularly quickly. Are we okay, Noah?
Apologies, my dear one. At times, devices act as they will. We were discussing, my dear, the consciousness and the awareness of each of you within your physical form. the question of various dimensions. And as spoken, if one accepts that their essence is in our realm, connected to a portion of their essence within your physical form. And the question should be, why should your essence settle for only one physical life if it can provide others through different dimensions? Your thoughts, your awareness, your consciousness is provided from your essence in our realm. You're able to hear your thoughts. You're able to understand this struggle, a battle almost within the mind, the intuition, the knowing. Oftentimes, what you learn in your realm, the teachings, the religions, the beliefs, do not coincide with what you truly feel inside, deep within. Herein lies your journey. Your free will, as you understand that term in your realm, does not always constitute physical actions, decision makings, as it does accepting your thoughts. So though your essence is constantly providing your consciousness, your awareness, it is also being influenced by your physical surroundings, your experiences, your lessons. And that is the journey of the soul, my dear ones. But many in your realm succumb to their realm, the teachings, the beliefs. And they truly believe that all thoughts are their own. This is the journey. Now imagine, my dear ones, if in your realm, the teachings from when you were children constitute the words I'm saying now, where would the struggles be? Where would the lessons arise from? But understand, my dear ones, regardless if those who are listening truly hear these words, regardless if you are able to abandon the teachings of your realm and listen closely to your intuition and your heart to understand the origins of your consciousness, awareness. Regardless, my dear ones, on how your journey unfolds with each of you upon the completion, you will believe as you will remember. Thank you, my dear one.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, when Niko went off, we lost some people, and I don't know who we lost. So if you have got a question for Niko and his guides and inspirers, collectively known as Nowhere, if you'd like to post those questions again, because obviously I'd rather put a question up from somebody that's here rather than somebody who has left. And Samara, I can see that you're still here, but I don't know what your question was without scrolling back. So if you've already asked a question, can you put it in the comments, a question? Or if you want a loved ones that's you'd like to come through, again, just put it in the comments. Right, Krish, you're supposed to respond there. So Krish would like a love message from her Uncle Jerry in spirit. She misses him so much.
Yes, my dear. Ask yourself, my dear, is it a matter of you missing his physical presence near? Or is it, my dear, that you miss how his love toward you made you feel? Yes, truly a loving essence. Beautiful connection, my dear. Quite supportive. Unyielding belief in you. And much love. That has not ceased, my dear. His essence is still supportive of you. Loves you, honors you, respects you. Is always learning, my dear. Even learning from you now. As you have learned from him, he is in turn learning from you. Yes, you miss him, you say, my dear. But there are signs you have noticed. His way of reaching out, my dear one. Affording you the knowledge to learn from the signs that he is near. As mentioned earlier, my dear, we are all connected. We are all energy. Laughter. Yes, my dear. There was much laughter between the two. Are you still laughing the same, my dear? Are you enjoying the laughter? Your experiences? Finding humor in all? It is as if he is tickling you to arise the laughter out of you, my dear. As he had done so, laugh, my dear. Do not allow every event in life to be such a heavy burden. They're all transitional periods, my dear. What seems difficult today is not as difficult tomorrow. And yet each day should be consumed with laughter and happiness. This is the message from him you seek, my dear. His essence is still near. laughing with you, my dear. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Pawinda asks, guides come and go in different stages. Why do guides stay a whole lifetime?
The ones, my dear, who are with you throughout your journey are the most pivotal ones for you, my dear. For they are always assisting through various phases of your development. Also, my dear, selected by you to assist in the unfolding of the plan or the awareness of your journey. And others are asked upon for specific assistance. Rather than inquire, my dear, as to the why not focus as to where you are at this time on your journey? If you are aware, my dear, of the essences joining you, assisting you, you are able to understand the why. What are they providing you? What insight? Are you paying attention? Are you continually connecting with them? Are you making the adjustments necessary in order to develop along your journey? It is a beautiful relationship, my dear, with all honorable, loving. How you, in physical form, pay tribute to them, my dear. Respect and honor them, my dear, is by paying attention, by clearly listening and understanding, by remembering they are always with you, especially during those moments where you fear, where you seem confused, where you worry. For when one, my dear, becomes consumed with the emotions of the physical realm, they are not truly honoring the beautiful essences who are assisting them. For it is as if you don't believe in them, trust them. And in essence, you don't believe and trust in your own essence. So understand, my dear, all the crucial moments of this life, one has been quite instrumental. For had it not been for that one assisting you, you may not have been able to move on to the next phase of the journey. And these main ones you speak of, my dear, yes, these are the most powerful connections with you. Much honor toward you and respect. Them, my dear, you feel. Their essence you have always been able to recognize. Continue that, my dear. Nourish it. Allow the connection to manifest even more powerfully in order for you to receive much more clarity, my dear, and to stay on the course as intended with belief and trust and love and honor. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Anne asks, has my mum a message for me, please? I just haven't anything from her since her passing almost 4 years ago.
Ah, my dear, that is not an accurate assessment at all, is it now? It is not, my dear, that she has not been with you, attempting to communicate with you, offering signs, love, serenity to assist in your grieving. It is that you, my dear, are blocking this transmission through this difficult grieving period. But rather, my dear, than accept and believe that she has not perished, that she is always near. You are holding on tight, my dear. Is it a fear, my dear, within your thinking that if you let go, you will lose her? When one in your realm, my dear, holds on too tight, does not accept the loss as being merely a loss within the physical realm, one incorporates specific blocks, my dear, within the reception. Many times, my dear, you have felt her essence near, and you brushed it off as either an overactive imagination or a slight breeze. And yet, when you were able to even smell specific odors, my dear, which instantly caused you to remember her, once more, you dismissed it. Even songs, even words spoken from others, my dear. During the conversation, some words sounded louder, had they not? But you would think that's something she used to say. Pay close attention, my dear, to the subtleties of all the messages she is providing you. For she is assisting you more than you believe. She clearly, my dear, does not want you to suffer and feel pain. For if you continue to feel the pain, my dear, you are not believing she is near. You are not accepting the fact that she is always connected with you in essence. Honor her not only by remembering her existence with you in your physical journey, but honor her by believing she is near. And she is most certainly, my dear, reaching out to you, allowing you to feel her essence near, her love within your heart. Trust it, my dear, and allow the pain to subside. Allow the heart, my dear, to be filled with her love once more. The signs are there, my dear, as is her essence. All one needs to do is look and believe. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Eleanor's just saying about not seeing comments on the screen. It's just, Eleanor, we're across both Facebook and YouTube. That's why you don't see all the comments. Joanne Lewis has asked, I would love to hear from my grandma Leoline if she has some advice about my mum and how to deal with her.
Yes, my dear. Beautiful essence. Respectful and sincere. Though we possess the answers you seek, my dear. A gentle and loving essence is, is requesting the opportunity, my dear, to speak directly to you. Beautiful essence indeed. My dear girl, my sweet, loving girl. You carried all the weight of the world on your shoulders. Assuming the role of being everyone's caretaker, sacrificing your happiness to ensure others are happy. Such a beautiful spirit, such a beautiful girl. Not much different when you were younger. You become irritated, confused, at times feel helpless because you're trying too hard, my dear girl. Focus on yourself. By focusing on others, you lose your happiness, your guidance. Focus on yourself. Offer your love. Offer your assistance. And be content with that. Not every problem needs solving. And not every problem has to be yours. Acceptance. Accept with love. Nobody's perfect. Accept that even assistance has limitations. For some do not even want assistance. Continue to offer your love, compassion, patience, and understanding as you would wish someone to offer you the same. Be proud of yourself. Accept the no's and be content with that. Love yourself so you may love others equally. And enjoy your life, my dear girl. I'm honored to share this moment with you today. I love you, and I'm always with you. Yes, my dear. You were able to feel her essence as she spoke, her love, as if she was standing next to you. Remember that, my dear one. Seek it through your uncertain times, and once more you shall be able to feel her. A beautiful essence indeed. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of our hour, but I know that you like to have a few final words, so I'll hand back over to you for our final few words.
Much gratitude, my dear one. As there were many words spoken as we commenced, we will keep it brief now, my dear ones. Much was said in hopes that much shall be remembered within each of you. If by the morning all is forgotten, it is as it should be. But I advise each of you to focus on yourselves, your essence, your purpose, and most importantly, the love within. Seek it, my dear ones. Identify your true selves. And then return to your essence for guidance and clarity to assist you in navigating within your realm. It has truly been an honor and a privilege. And much gratitude to each of you. I thank you again, my dear one.
Thank you. And just while Niko returns to us, I'll just fill you in that over the next couple of weeks, unfortunately, Niko won't be here next Sunday or the Sunday afterwards. Not Niko's fault, totally mine. It's my 60th birthday this coming week. And so there's all sorts of plans with my family for next weekend. So I won't be able to support Niko then. And then the weekend after, I have a family wedding. So thank you everyone for joining us. And sorry we couldn't get to everybody, but we go quite in depth with the messages with Niko being in trance. Thank you, Joni, for that. My happy birthday. And Parinda, thank you. Hi, Niko.
Hi, everybody. That was fun.
It was wonderful. Thank you. So thanks ever so much, Niko. And we'll see everybody in 3 weeks. So thanks, everybody. I'll see you shortly. Bye.
Bye.